It's Lynn from Lynn's Craft Designs. I've got a bit of a different one here today. Story time. One of these dogs I bought 20 years ago. My friend and I were yard selling. My dear friend Mary, who passed away this year. And we were literally just driving around Alvord on the back roads and just killing time. We passed a little bitty trailer house that had a shelf out front. I'm not kidding you, with 3 items on it. And it said sale. Little paper tag. Now, I have collected dogs all my life. My grandmother used to take me around to a woman she took care of, an older woman she took care of. And this older woman had a collection of dogs. You know, they're Japanese. Ceramic dogs. I think originally they were like from the 20s. A lot of these are from the 40s and 50s. Anyway, I collect dogs. So I noticed on this little shelf this tiny little dog. Tiny little dog. I'm not kidding, he's 2.5 inches. Cinnabar dog. The weight of this thing is amazing. He is so precious and really and truly looks like my dog buddy. So my dog buddy never looks in trouble like that. Doesn't matter what he does. He never has that I'm in trouble look. Has that what? What? What are you talking about? Yeah. So, Cinnabar dog. Anyway, I paid $0.25 for him. Rummaging around for that quarter was the longest time I ever spent looking for money. So I made a silicone mold. Okay. This is a product called Pinky Seal. Oh, the lament of Pinky Seal. I think this one is the Smooth On. Okay, I'm not kidding you, I poured this silicone mold 10 plus years ago. Okay, it's gross, but hey. So, these are a few of the molds I've done. This one obviously was just a resin mold. I was attempting to go for an amber. Oh, I love it. Okay. This one is resin, but I dusted the mold with a bronze metallic pad. Let's see, I believe it's the Alumilite metallic. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's metallic dust. Okay. Then I did these two. And I fought with myself over polishing them up before I did this little preview thing, whatever you want to call it. This one is with aluminum dust. It literally feels like paper clay. It's so light. It's so light it just wants to float away. But this one was just the aluminum dust. Now, when I say aluminum dust, aluminum powder is more correct. It is a metal powder. Not just a metallic powder. A metal powder. So even, I only got the copper right here close to me, but even the tub, I'm not kidding, this weighs over a kilogram. This is the copper powder. Now, when you open it, it does not look like mica powder. On the lid, it does not look like mica powder. You have to polish it up to get that look. Comes in a lot of different varieties. Brass, aluminum, iron, bronze. What's the one that I've got that is silver, but it's not silver, but anyway, it's silver. Aluminum. This one is brass. Okay, now when you do these cold castings, it is mixed with resin, but it is brass. Alright, that is a heavy piece of brass. And that's exactly what it feels like. Okay, so just some steel wool, some of the finer steel wool will polish this right up. Okay, this one is even brushed. Okay, I'm gonna apologize because I did this off of camera because it's messy. So I did it over my trash can. I have sprayed the mold with mold release. Okay, now before that dried, while it was still wet, let's say, I did dust a little bit of the ResinCtete in the mold, and then dumped all of the excess powder out the best I could. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's dusted with powder. What I'm worried about is because this resin that I'm using is so much thicker, I'm worried about not getting the ears. Okay, so that's what we're trying to work with. So I'm going to mix up my resin. Now, when you do your A and B, okay, if you're adding color, you want to, really and truly, you want to add your color to the B. And the reason you do that is because the B, normally in resin, is the less sensitive part to moisture. Okay, so I don't ever do this. I don't recommend doing this. But if you add acrylic paint as your colorant, add it to the bee. Okay? Now, with ResinCtete, if you were doing this just straight ResinCtete, alcohol ink is a no-no. Pretty much acrylic paint is your best bet here. Okay? So, if you're coloring it, color your bee, a drop or two of acrylic paint. Remember that this is going to cure white, so any colorant you add will be toned down with the white. I'm just doing this straight ResinCtete, so it's going to be white. So I'm going to do an ounce of A, an ounce of B, and an ounce of ResinCtete. This is nowhere near an ounce, but I'm going to put an ounce. Okay? And then I'm going to mix that all together. I'll come back, but I'm going to have my resin mixed up, my ResinCtete weighed out, and then we're going to mix it up. I'll be back once I got my resin mixed up. Okay, sorry, sir. For another moment, I dumped the ounce of ResinCtete in there. Now, you want to stir it until you get rid of all of the lumps. And it will have lumps. And it will thicken up your resin even more. Okay. But I'm gonna try. I may so regret it. I'll try just a few squirts. Oh, that helped. Of alcohol. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. My Mr. bottle's almost empty. It's the only reason I had to do that off camera. Okay, now it's thinned down a little bit. Now, I don't recommend doing that. It can be helpful in certain instances, but you really got to be careful with it. Okay. I don't want to set this down. Get ResinCtete powder on everything, and then everything wants to slide out of your hands. Alright. Now, because this mold is split, it can leak just a tiny bit, but the tendency is it won't. Okay. Okay, now if I squeeze it, it's gonna open up the split even more. I really want. I see an air bubble. I don't know which side the ears are on. Let's see. That side. Alright. That's what I thought. Oh, there's another one. Alright, I'm gonna do this a little bit more. And watch it for 30 minutes or so. And then I'm gonna let it cure. And then we'll be back to demold it and see what we think. And I'm gonna find something else to put this in. Alright. Might help if we take the rubber band off first. Alright. Kind of nervous. Oh my goodness. Okay, like I said, it will have a little bit of flashing on it. Alright. Let's see. Oh man. One tiny little bubble right there. Oh man. Alright, there we go. That one little bubble right there. I will fix that once I get some more UV resin. Alright. So, there is our first little... Oh, it's not first. I have done cold casting before, but our first little ResinCtete kind of stone powder casting. And I know it does just look like polyurethane. It really does. But it's the weight. Alright. So you could swirl a little marbling in there. Like I said before, you could color it. Lots of choices. Alright, so I'll be back in the future with some other of these cold castings. I love my little cinnabar dog. Alright. Cold casting with your eco pores. Okay, this is what we came up with today. Mixing your eco castings with resin to get a stone, a cold casting stone effect. Okay, it's like a marble effect. Oh, that's pretty. Alright. thank y'all so much for watching. The EcoPore you can get anywhere. ResinCtete, Aquacast, some of those other that are not coming to me right now. But anyway, okay, these are the metal powder cold castings, aluminum and brass. This one is just a metallic powder, a bronze. All of these are with resin, sorry. This one's just with resin dye. I love this one. This one is the original. So pretty. Alright, and then this is what we did with the ResinCtete. Now, I'm sorry that my black background blows it out so much. It's like a marble effect almost. This one is just a white marble, obviously. That one little tiny bubble right there. I'll fix that when I get some UV resin. Alright. Alright. So, I've got an Amazon shop that I've got all the mica powders, alcohol inks, glitters, resin dyes, resin, silica, everything you could think of. In the resin list, I've got a polymer clay list, a jewelry list, a mixed media list. Somewhere you'll find what you're looking for. I've got a Amazon wish list, a buy me a coffee, a Facebook, an Instagram. Everything's listed below, if you're interested in any of that. The metal powders. Now, I did not hit upon this at all, but my metal powders generally come from Brick in the Yard. Alright. .com. There are other places that you can buy them besides the fineness of the powder. Alright? Thank y'all so much for watching and for being my subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.